Hi everyone, this is Dave from Geekanoids, and this is my continued coverage of the Motorola Milestone. Now this handset is also known as the Droid in other parts of the world. In this video I'll be taking a look at the media playback, the camera and the texting capability of the handset. First up, let's look at media playback. On the music front, it handles MP3, AAC, enhanced AAC and OGG file formats. Now I'm going to pull this bottom drawer up here, and here I can gain access to the music icon and tap on artists, Black Eyed Peas, the end, and then I'm going to play back this particular track. Now whilst playing back I can adjust the volume and I'll give you an idea of how loud the handset goes. So the Milestone goes plenty loud enough. The actual quality of the speaker built into the unit is pretty good, and the application is the standard Google Android music playback application. And here we're presented with album art, if there was album art on this particular track that we were playing. We're presented with some icons for menu, shuffle and repeat, and also at the bottom we've got skipping tracks, play and pause, or in fact a little slider that we can pull across to navigate through the track. So very capable of playing back music. Certainly it's not as good as an iPod or an iPhone, but it does an adequate job. The actual hardware quality, that speaker does deliver a good sound, and through the 3.5mm audio jack on the top with a good set of headphones, you certainly wouldn't be disappointed. So let's pop back out to the home screen, and now I'm going to show you some movie playback. Before I show you the movie playing back, I just wanted to let you know that on the movie front it will play back WAV, H.264, AMR WB, AAC, MPEG-4, H.263, MIDI, enhanced AAC and also AAC+. To play back a movie, I'm going to go into my media gallery, and it's currently showing me the videos that are available on the handset, and I'm going to choose this first one. It's a shame the interface doesn't give me a clue as to what I was playing back, but luckily I know what files I've got on here, and this is a 720p version of Up. Now I can tap on the screen and I can perhaps go to the central position here on the film. Now as you can see, there's some jumping in the playback there. It's the colours are actually very good, but there's a few little parts where it does stutter and doesn't handle the 720p file very well. So let's just stop that. We'll pause it and we'll just go back one. And then let's move across just one icon. And get it to do it. And here we've got a 480p version of the same file. Let's skip on to the middle section again. Same clear picture, but again the playback is so much smoother. So my advice to you is, if you're transferring movie files over to the handset, then concentrate on the 480p formats. The file size is a lot smaller, and obviously the hardware is a lot more capable of playing it back. Makes no difference to the actual picture quality, because the screen's only capable of playing back certain resolution anyway. Now it's not going to translate very well over into the YouTube video because of compression, but you have to take my word for it, the colours on this screen are absolutely perfect. The detail is awesome, and I just can't get over how well this plays back these media files. Okay, let's pop back out to the home screen again, And now I'm going to move on to showing you the camera, which is located around the back of the handset. It's a 5 megapixel camera with a dual LED flash. Now it captures 5 megapixel stills, but it also captures video at 720 by 480 resolution, 24 frames per second. So let's just show you the camera in use. We've got a quick access button here, which I hold to activate the camera. And then I've got my little model here, who always helps me out on these videos now. And I'm going to show you how the camera works. Just move this over slightly. So once you're in the main screen of the camera, for some reason it just jumped out there. Let's pop back into camera again. So once you're in camera mode, then you can half click this button here to focus in. It beeps when it's focused, and then you click in all the way to take the picture. When the picture's taken, it goes straight back into camera mode, but the previous picture you've taken appears up here, so I can gain quick access to my gallery from this. I can also toggle using this switch here between camera and video mode, and I can also get a menu up here and go into settings. Now on these settings, on that first photo I had the flash turned off, so let's just pop into flash mode. I'm going to put it into auto. Let's just see if with these lighting conditions it will actually fire the flash. So let's half press that shutter again, and this time it used the little LED flash there to try and light the image. I don't think it did a very good job of it. So although the flash does help in some circumstances, I'm quite close to the subject here, so it's sort of blooming and it's blowing out the image. So let's take a look at what other settings we can manage in the camera. So as well as flash mode, which I showed you a minute ago, we've got auto on or off. Then we go back one and it takes you right back out. So that's quite frustrating because I'd like to stay in the settings mode. So we're going to scene mode. Now at the moment scene is set to auto, but we've got choices of action, portrait, landscape, night, night portrait, theatre, beach, snow, sunset, steady photo. So quite a few options there. And again, if I want to go back into settings, I've got to hit that settings button again. Now we've got white balance, which is set to auto, but we have got choices for different types of lighting, but we've got no custom white balance, which is a shame. Back into settings again. We've got different colour effects. We've got GPS geotagging, which is turned off at the moment. Picture size is 5 megapixels and we've got it set to super fine. And then in focus modes, we can choose from auto, infinity or macro. So let's just get rid of that settings screen again, and let's pop into our gallery. And here you can see the photo that we took a short while ago. This is the one I took with flash, so it's not very good. And then this is much better without the flash, and this does actually support pinching to zoom, so I can actually zoom in like this, and the clarity of this particular photo is pretty good. It's very slightly out of focus, but the detailing is good. I must say that's pretty impressive. If I double tap, it should zoom all the way out, but it's not, so I'm going to have to pinch inwards to zoom back out. And then here are some that I took earlier. This is one of the keyboard. It shows slight barrel distortion to the photo, but the actual clarity of the keyboard is pretty good. Again, not perfect focus, and I was trying to hold this very still, so good clarity to the photos, but the focus could maybe be a little bit better. Here's another one I took. This one's a bit better focus wise. Lighting on this one, again I tried this with flash, but it blew the image out. But the actual clarity is good, so good quality there. Now I think I've got one more off to this side, and again pretty good quality. This one was taken with flash, and you've got a good amount of quality here on this little wheel. This was in my car. So again, Motorola Milestone, pretty good camera functionality, and something that I think is more than usable. So now I'm going to show you the texting and the messaging capabilities of the Milestone, and this is really to demonstrate how good the keyboards work. So let's pop into our messaging application, tap on new message, and then if I tap on type to compose, I'm presented with an on-screen keyboard, and I'm just going to stop talking for a while and just test this portrait keyboard, which is quite small actually, but let's have a go with it. So it's coming up with suggestions as I type, and as you can see, it's done a very good job, no mistakes there. So very quick, very accurate, suggestions were good, so the auto correction works very well. And let's just delete that, and if I rotate the handset round, then it will present me with a larger on-screen keyboard. I could probably just about get away with using my thumbs on here. I'm going to stick to one finger for now, and let's test the landscape keyboard. So again, it's done a very good job. I did make a couple of mistakes there. That's not the fault really of the keyboard, but I just missed a couple of keys. So it's got my and test wrong, and it's done if instead of. So again, that was my inaccuracy. It's quite difficult doing this while looking through the camcorder screen. But again, a very acceptable job. Nice large keyboard, and the fact that it comes up with suggestions as I'm typing is very, very useful. So we're going to get rid of this on-screen keyboard now, and I'm going to pop open the physical keyboard, and this is a very nice sized QWERTY keyboard. It's quite flat though, but the buttons are quite big. I probably wouldn't feel comfortable doing this with thumb typing, but I'm going to try to do some thumb typing for you. So here we go with this test. Okay, so that was with the physical keyboard, and it's got it all right, apart from it's done a question mark on the Milestone, and also it's got this is wrong. Note that whilst I'm using the physical keyboard, it didn't come up with the suggestions or any of the shortcuts, so I couldn't quick finish some of the words. But again, very, very accurate, good feel to it. It's good responsive feedback, but I would say it's just a little bit flat. If they'd made the keys slightly raised, then it would be a lot easier for texting. So my opinion of the handset remains unchanged. I think it's a very good contender for the iPhone. Glorious screen, great media playback. The camera's good, it's more than adequate. Texting with the on-screen keyboards, I'm used to these touchscreen keyboards now, so I think that the touchscreen keyboards work very well. That physical keyboard is a nice addition. It does give you a little bit of tactile feedback, but overall, Motorola Milestone, or Droid as it's known elsewhere, certainly gets my thumbs up. It's available unlocked SIM-free in the UK for £399 or in the US for $600. Thanks very much for watching. Come back soon and check out more videos on the Geekanoids channel.
This video review is sponsored by ProPorter.com, who design and manufacture a whole host of accessories for your mobile devices, including PDAs and smartphones, MP3 players and iPods, laptops, GPS devices and gaming units.